Eyes down for the Morning folks, Monday, and it's floor time. I've just given this floor a strong caustic clean, followed by a scrub, first of all with the monster double scrubber, and then the single scrubber and washer, and now it's just drying out, ready for sealing. So the next job is to clear this floor and do the same but without the caustic. I've put the first coat of red on there. It'll need another coat tomorrow and maybe another coat after that, but other than that it looks good. It looks good. So there you go. Got all the masking tape off, unmasked the sockets. Going well. Let's crack on. Let's get it bloody finished this week, for Christ's sake. Because I can't take much more. I'm going to have to get or make some knobs for these valves. These are Pegler Belmont valves. They are the valve where you can take the spindle out and change the O-rings to stop them leaking. Well, they're not leaking at the moment, I must admit. So what I'm going to do first of all is check that they're free, fit some new knobs to them, and then if there's any need some O-rings changing, I'll change the O-rings. But I think I've got some, and it's probably a good thing I have got some because they're now very expensive, like £7 for 2 O-rings. Would you believe? No, you wouldn't, but that's what they cost. Somebody's making a bit of a profit there, I think. Anyway, let's crack on. The idea here is to get this bit of floor here, up there, and round the back of the door sealed, so that I can put the fridge back, which goes there, and then I can stack the rest of that furniture here on the newly sealed floor to get it out of this room. So when this is dry in a minute, I'm going to seal it. It's about dry now, but I'm just going to leave it a bit more while I clear this room, get all these dust sheets up, and then it's on to cleaning this floor, which is not too bad, to be honest. 4:10. As you can see, I've got this area cleaned and sealed. And doesn't it look well? Doesn't that bring the colours out or what? Father-in-law did, well, I think father-in-law put this down. Either father-in-law or sister-in-law. One of the two, I think it was father-in-law actually. And all these are rejects. Every one of them is one that he's rejected because he didn't like it. When he's been laying a floor, it's Chinese slate, basically. And he used to lay lots and lots and lots of different sorts of floors. Wood floors, slate floors. And he laid this for me, and these were ones that he rejected off various jobs because he didn't quite like them. They didn't seem to go into the pattern very well, but I like this. I think it's really, really nice floor, especially now it's cleaned and sealed. But I've also it's quit. I don't know why it's quit, it just went pop and stopped. Right, it was working beautifully. I'd got this edge done and it's quit. So I've done the rest, at least this side of the room, I've done with a mop. Done with a mop and some floor cleaner, and that has come up incredibly well. I might give it another go yet, but I'm going to vacuum it off again because there's lots of little bits of mop on it, and also little bits of paint that need scraping off and little paint spots that need vacuuming up. But that's come up really well. I'm glad I painted that radiator as well because it looked horrible. So we're going to finish. We're going to bloody finish, because I've only been here since 12:30. Another coat on there tomorrow, as I've already said. If you get sick of me repeating myself, just tell me to shut up. But it's beginning to look bloody lovely again. When we moved into this house, it was bloody gorgeous. It really was. Catherine, I must admit, my wife twisted my arm. When she first came here, I had a table in this corner on bare concrete with my computer on it, and my swivel chair had worn away at the concrete, and the place was a mess. So the first thing she made me do was get up on a ladder, and she did get stuck in and do it with me, and we've sanded these beams and varnished them. And then we cleaned down the fireplace with brick acid. This is a fireplace I built some long time ago. Cleaned it down with brick acid and painted it with sealer to stop the dust coming off it, and that's still as good as the day it was done, as are the beams. And then we painted it all, we decorated it all. Well, I decorated it all white, because as far as I'm concerned, white is white is white, and I don't notice it. I don't notice colours, but when she painted this red, it did look fabulous, and she's decorated our house in Driffield, or her house in Driffield, and it's not my house, I just live there. Right, but she's decorated that. She got Alistair, her son, to help her decorate that, and it looks beautiful. It really does. But this is looking good now. I'm beginning to be pleased with it. It's been a lot of bloody hard work, and it's work I do not enjoy doing, but we're nearing the end. So, as I said, I've done this, I'm repeating myself again, I've done this so that I can get the fridge back in that corner, get this floor cleared and oiled, and then get that dishwasher can go up to the lads at Hilltops. I don't know what to do with this. This is furniture they've left, which is too good to throw away, but I don't really know what to do with it. I suppose Mark might have it. He'll probably be glad of it. There you go. Right, folks, that's about it for Monday. So I'm going to leave the windows ajar and let this dry out. And I might mop it yet again tomorrow. But another job I've got to do tomorrow now is look at that bloody thing and see what's wrong with it. I'm going to be in trouble if I've broken it, because it's Uncle Michael's. I'm going to have to pull it to bits. I don't know, it was going really well. I'd done all this bit side of the floor, right up to halfway down the mat, and it just went pop and stopped. And that was it. So, what's the guessing? The guessing is, it's got water in it. Somehow. These things, there's all sorts of these things on the market. Things that will wash your floor. And without exception, they're crap. I have yet to find a decent one. Unless you buy a commercial one which costs thousands and thousands of pounds. These were expensive. Far more expensive than they should have been. They're made in Italy, of course, even though they're called Lindhaus. They're actually made in Italy. They're pretending to be Dutch or German, but they're made in Italy. And they work of a fashion. It leaks and blows bubbles out. It's very plasticky. All the bits that hold the tank in are broken off it. The little bits of plastic where it all locks together are broken off. Tank doesn't fit very well, but there you go. Oh, excuse me. But I'm very pleased with this floor. It's come up with a single mop, a vacuum and a single mopping. It's come up really clean. Much cleaner than I thought. That's a nasty. I don't know what that is. The thing to get these stains out is oxalic acid. Stains out of oak. it looks like it could be either a rust stain or a metal stain, but I might just get my little scrubber and have a little scrub at it, see if it comes up. Right, that's it for today, folks. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye now. Good morning, folks. Tuesday. Floor is dry and very nice. Fridge is back in place. I've emptied this room. Oh, nothing apart from that lot in there. And I've now soaked it all and double mopped it with water. So it's all had a good wash, and it's been double mopped off with clean water. And now I'm going to let it dry. And while I let it dry, I'm off to the workshop because I've got two little jobs to do. The first of which being the bloody, Lind House or whatever it's called. The Lind House mutinous floor cleaner. And there you go. Who knows? Let's see if we can fix it. And also I've got a garden light to fix for Catherine. But first I need to lob all this lot in and go to the workshop. So let's do it. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So I took it all to pieces, tested the motor with the Mega, with the Evo. Couldn't really see anything wrong with it. It looked very straightforward. The readings on the field coils were very similar. The armature was perfect. There's no damage to the armature. What you usually see on an armature like this is the slots in between the pole pieces, in between the segments, shall I say, will widen out and burn and look really black and horrid, but that looks perfect to me. So put it all back together, connected it up, everything works except this, which pops and bangs and sounds horrid. So it's obviously this. So I stripped it all down again, and I've finally got into the vacuum cleaner motor. Vacuum cleaner motors can be a sod to strip, because you have to take the fans off in order to get to the two screws that hold it all together, and usually the fans have a left hand nut on them. When I look in it, where is it? There, look. Can you see that? Can I zoom you into that explosion there? Focus. Focus. You can see that, can't you? So, what do? We go on the internet and we find the motor, the exact model and make, and it's, guess what, 130 quid. So we're going to have a look and see if we can find another machine, and if not, we might just go half dibs on the motor and get it sorted out. But that's all for today, folks. I have, however, successfully repaired the Catherine's garden lights, which will please her. Little things please little minds, and bigger fools look on. Right, I've had enough. I'm going home. See you all tomorrow for Wednesday's fun and games. Look at this bench. Look at it. It's got a gutted floor cleaner all over it. This is perfect. This motor runs perfect. That's the motor that drives the scrubbing brush, and that works really well. It's just a vacuum clean. It's just a vacuum motor that's kaput. But I wanted to strip it to confirm it before I spent 130 quid on another one. Right, tomorrow. Afternoon, folks. Wednesday, 12 o'clock. No, 1 o'clock. And the floor is ready for oiling. I've wiped it all down with white spirit, given it a good clean, Double mopped it yesterday. Wiped it down with white spirit today. Cleaned all the paint spots up, cleaned up all the skirtings. So we're ready to oil it. Thank goodness for that. I've also cleared the fireplace. What's going on here? Oh, that's better, sorry. We had a stuck shutter, not a stuck shutter, a stuck lens cap. That's better, you can see it now. There we go. If you want to see it, it's very boring, it's only a flaw. It might only be a flaw to you, but to me, it's life and death. Well, there you have it, folks. All done, apart from this corner. And believe it or not, the whole job has used less than half a litre. The trick is to put it on sparingly and really brush it well in, make sure it gets into all the joints between the boards, and just keep brushing it, keep spreading it, keep spreading it. And I think that's going to look great tomorrow. I'm just going to now pop upstairs, turn the lights off in the loft, and finish this bit and then go home. Just can't do any more. Just can't get past this area. Never mind, eh? So folks, it's the hollow echoing building. Thursday evening. The floor is dried. I've walked on it. I've put this down just for the corner where I'm going round backwards and forwards, so I don't put footmarks on it, just in case it's not completely dried. But it's dried a bit patchy, which is an indication, a clear indication, that it needs another coat. See, that's perfect in there, but that area sort of never walked on. Same as that in there, that looks good. As you can see, that's good, but it's not dried evenly for some reason. Could be candle wax, I suppose. But it's sealed, that's the main thing. Yeah, it needs some more, doesn't it? It needs some more there. I'll get some more and give the whole thing another coat, I think. Best way. I don't know if it's ever been done, to be honest. I remember the wood going down, but I don't remember it ever getting this treatment. So, there you go. Right, what have we been doing today? Today, we've been windowsill, door frame, windowsill, socket back on, door frame, redecorated. It's sage green. That corner's still dry in there because I had to put some sealer on there to stop that stain coming through. It's sage green. It's Johnston's sage green. I started putting it on, it went on like water, but it's exactly right. And it's drying. It's not quite dry yet. It's drying more even than I thought it would, because it was terrible. It darkens and then it appears to lighten up as it dries. But anyway, it's on. It might need another coat, it might not. I've just finished sealing around the edge of there. I have been in the loft. I have checked the tank for the central heating. The tank for the central heating was empty because the ball valve was stuck. So I put in the leak sealer, freed off the ball valve, and it filled up almost instantly. There was hardly any water missing from the central heating system itself, and I've been around and bled all the radiators. So everything's hunky-dory with the central heating. All I have to do now is to make some valve caps, because I'm not paying 17 quid for a pair of valve caps. I'm sorry, that's too expensive. But I've got some little fits, so I can just put some screw holes in them. Not a problem. Right, well, it's looking very nice in here. I've had to, that's going to be horrible. I've put some filler on the door frame because it's been, at some point somebody has kicked the door and broken the lock off and split the architrave. So if that doesn't come out right, I might just put a new piece of architrave on. If it looks crap, I'll put a new piece of architrave on, because I'm pretty sure that's the same stuff as I've used around the worktop. I think it is anyway. Who knows? Anyway, progress. Almost finished. Like nuclear fusion. It's only hours away and probably always will be. Now this is looking good. I'm pleased with this. Pleased with this. The shower needs cleaning out, the bath needs cleaning out. And the shower pump needs repairing. So the central heating is done. I managed to get bits from the loft all over the floor, but that's de rigueur, isn't it? See, this floor's come out alright. This floor's done with the same sealer, sanded down in the same spots where it was dirty. But never mind. It'll all come out in the wash. But we're almost finished. Thank the Lord for that. How many weeks have I been saying we're almost finished? Done around that door frame as well. Just stained it. Looking good. Right, that's it. I'm going home. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye now. Morning, folks. Friday. And I've just given two very dry looking planks a second coat. And a few little patches that were coming out white, just to see if a second coat makes a difference, and if a second coat does make a difference, it's going to get a second coat. But there you go. Right, what am I on with? I am on with, up the stairs, the bathroom, the shower pump. Finished in here, just tipped that in green this morning, painted that bit white, tipped that in green, painted the bit of missing behind the toilet green, so we're looking good. So, the shower pump. The shower pump is operated by two magnetic pockets actually in the water pipes, and when you turn the shower on, the magnetic poppet goes up and it clicks a reed switch, or two reed switches in there, which are controlling that switching transistor. Unfortunately, the whole plot's shorted and the pump runs all the time. I was thinking it might be the magnetic poppets that were stuck in the up position, keeping it on, but no such luck. So I'm now going to go down to the workshop and check out the other shower pumps I've got and see if I've got one with a similar switching device on it. I mean, I'm not above changing the whole pump, but that's a more complicated water off and horrible leaking, drippy plumbing job. So if I can fix this one electrically, simple, I'm into that. There's no wonder we've got a hosepipe ban, really, is there? They know about this, they've marked it blue to be done, but they just haven't come and done it. Oh no, it's shower pumps a go-go. So what have we here? We have two identical salamander shower pumps, both with bearing failure at one end. So what have I done?
How's it going then?
Oh, Mike's here.
Oh, hello, Phil.
What have I done? I have stripped and rebuilt.
What's the recipe for today, Jim?
Yeah, what's the recipe today, Jim? I have taken off
the bridge,
the knackered bearings, and I have built, or I am starting to build, one good motor out of two.
Oh, yeah.
The seals on the ends of the impellers look perfect. The seal seats in the ends look perfect.
Cool.
So I don't know why it's been leaking, but it's been leaking. There you go. Limescale, hard water, nasty, nasty. So we're rebuilding. I have another shower pump. What you found?
Barbarians.
Oh yes, it's out the old it's out the old bearing. Absolutely knackered. I have another shower pump there, but that one is it's got an earth fault on it. It's tripping the earth leakage trip. So that also requires investigation. But it looks like I'm going to get a good one out of the two. I did have to, because this is the opposite end, and I didn't want to take the bearing out because they're actually staked in with a plate over them. So what I did was I fitted the opposite end and I drilled the holes out clearance because the threads are in here. So it's time to reassemble it. Off we go. And there we are, folks, a beautifully free rebuilt motor. Just one problem. Look at the alignment of the brush holders compared to the armature. And I have just noticed that on here the bearing housing sticks out at the back, whereas on there it doesn't. So I'm going to have to take the bearing out of there and put it into there, which means first job to do is to make sure I can get the old one out. I'm going for this one, and I'm going to take that one out of there and see if we can do it without breaking it. But that is beautiful. Beautiful bearings. Let's crack on. Success. Old knackered bearing out. Washer recovered. New bearing to tap into there, and washer to replace. Let's see if we can do it without making a cock up. Success. New bearing in old carrier. Let's put it back together. As Blackadder would say, once again, Baldric the devil lifts his tail and farts in my face. But he tried to, but I sussed it. I was noticing that the armatures are identical. Unfortunately, one's got a serial number on it and one hasn't, because it's worn off, I think, with the bearing failing. But looking at them, they're identical. The field coils are identical, the end caps are identical, but it wasn't fitting correctly. And I've just sussed out what it is, and I've had this happen before. This collar appeared shorter than that collar. And the reason for that is because the spindle is actually loose inside the armature. It's not that tight, and it had moved. And that's why the whole thing wasn't bloody lining up. So now I shall try and put it back together again, and this time I shall be aware that this bit is slightly loose on this bit and can be made to move. So be aware of that, chaps, when bodging like me. There she is, all together. The shaft had slid through the armature very slightly. That's caught me out before, and it was fooling me into thinking that the armatures were different. And they're not different, they're identical. So there you go. Get the circlip on. Folks, Well, there it is, folks, back together. I put it back together once, I put the wrong circuit card in. This circuit card is obviously faulty because this one runs all the time. As I think back now, I took these shower pumps out from my mate Rick's, I think, and he said, oh, one just buzzes and the other runs all the time. Well, this runs all the time because what you've got here at the end of this circuit card is you've got a little reed switch and a little reed switch. This circuit card, let me just switch that off. This circuit card fits between there, and in each water outlet is a little poppet with a magnet in it, and when you turn the water on in the shower, the water flow lifts the poppet and turns the pump on. So it's a fully automatic system, right? And it's switched by the reed switches and this transistor here, which switches. Now it's the same transistor as far as I can see that's in the other Stewart Turner pump that's fitted in there. But this card is faulty as well, and it runs all the time. So there you go. So I've taken that out and swapped it. This is made by the impossible to put back together pump company. Right? You have to assemble one end, put that piece on, stick it on its end. You have to lower the circuit card in and plug it in, and then you have to put the other end on like that, and then you put the other pump cover on, which traps the circuit card in those little tiny slots there. Right? It's a pig. They're a real pig to reassemble. But we've done it. So, what have we saved? Well, we've saved the minimum for a double-ended or a twin pump shower pump is about 135 quid. And they are nowhere near as good as this one, which is crap. So there you go. So this looks like a better bet. This is an Alltech. Strange, because this one's a Salamander, which is supposedly a good make. But I shall take this one to pieces and have a look at it, because it's got an earth fault on it. So probably it's either got water inside or it's ours to combat. But we shall see next week sometime. This is the other one. I think I'm going to write the other one off. It only needs a new bearing, which I can probably get. I'll decide next week. I might put it back together with a new bearing in it. The seals look really good. The seals are the typical. Where's the impeller? Have I lost all the impellers? There was 4. There's an impeller on the floor. Bending down noises. Little carbon seal, spring. There, spring loaded. That fits in there, and the carbon rubs on that, which is usually ceramic. Right, and they're very good water seals. Very good. What they don't like is being stood for a long time, and that's probably what's happened to this. Probably not going enough shower. People not taking enough showers. Anyway, that's all, folks. Oh, there's the other impeller. There's an impeller. There's an impeller, but 2 impellers, 2 end caps. So all it really wants for the other motor is a bearing, and that would probably be going again, because as soon as the bearing fails, the shaft's going to move out of line and the seal's not going to work anymore. So I'll see about ordering a bearing, I think. Then I'll have another shower pump. 2 shower pumps. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't know if it's worth it or not, but these came off the shelf. They would just sitting there on the shelf. I've had them given, I've taken them out and installed new ones probably, and just chucked them in the corner and thought I'll see what's wrong with that. Well, now I have seen what's wrong with it and I've fettled it. So there you go. Laters. Well folks, 4:23, and there she is, plugged in, switched on and not working. But if I turn her over, off she goes. And if I block the ports, the magnets drop and she stops. So she's working. Will she leak? Who knows? That's all for next week. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing in my shower pump nightmare. And I'll see you all next week, when we'll fit that and watch it dribble all over the floor probably. Never mind. Bye now. I think on Monday I'm maybe going to have a really good tidy up when I've finished the house. What a mess. I work at such a frantic pace, tear things to pieces, bits go everywhere. There's the cheapest shower pump, £110. And that's it, it's not very good, it doesn't look very good. It's a Stuart Turner one though. Stuart Turner, we used to do a lot of Stuart Turner pumps when I was at work. And they were very commonly fitted for draining out the sumps on weighbridges and generally draining sumps. Wherever there was a sump to be drained, there was a Stuart Turner pump. Right. Laters.